McMeekin was instrumental in securing transitional funding to offset termination of CSUMB cuts.
Yeah, it's a community startup and maintenance benefits program. And so as someone who was tweeting Ted regularly saying, you know, Ted, can you help us out? Because as you know, those benefits were scheduled to be terminated on January 1st, and they were terminated, but because of Ted's role and the role of a number of other people, including that joint statement that went out from that big day here in Hamilton back in December, there was some one-time transitional funding that was brought back to the municipality. So Ted was part of that. He's got lots of credentials in this particular portfolio. I'm thrilled because I think that Hamilton has always been a leader in terms of social services across the province. And because Ted has been very involved for many years, has relationships with Andrea Horvath, of course, and others, I think he's ideal for this. What do you think?
Ted was put in the agricultural portfolio because that riding, Ancaster, Flamborough, Westell, Dundas, is the most rural. Not necessarily the place for Ted McMeekin to be most at home. I think this is far more comfortable a portfolio for him, and I wish him all the best as it's a new government, and let's see what they can do.
I was just meeting today with a bunch of clients out in Markham who are involved in an area of service delivery, and we were talking about this new cabinet and the fact that, as we've discussed, the new premier has, you know, a degree in negotiation, went to Harvard, took a course on mediation, all this stuff. If there's anyone who's really into collaboration in a serious, educated way, it's our new premier. And one of the first directives she gave to her new cabinet, Lauren, which I think is pretty instructive, is she said, I want you to form relationships with your critics. I want you to get to know them. We have to maintain this minority government. We have to try to function. And so McMeekin was on the radio today saying, well, you know, he knows Andrea Horvath and he's going to meet with his critic. Do you think, first of all, have you ever heard that before? Because I certainly haven't. And do you think that means there's winds of change in the province?
There's a need for rebranding and repositioning of the Liberal minority government. The new premier is very much an opposite of what the outgoing premier is.